Hi everybody, Linda is here with me in Texas, and we wanted to show you something we've been doing that's new. You'll notice this, oops, I dropped my needle. You'll notice this running stitch that we're doing here. This is the stitch that we've been making instead of using our regular invisible applique stitch. Now granted, not on everything, but where you want a little bit more excitement at the edge of your applique pieces. This is great, and it's fast. What we're using is a perle cotton. The weight I'm using here is the 16 weight. We also have the 12 weight, which is a little bit heavier when you want a little bit more visibility of your stitch. Now let me show you how this stitch works. We've prepared the applique piece just exactly the same way that you would for regular needle turn applique with an invisible stitch. So I've traced around the applique template, I have finger pressed the edges, and I'm using my needle to turn under the edge. Whoops, right there. Okay, here's the stitch. Now I'm going to move my hand a little bit more to the side than I normally would so you can see where the needle goes in. Right there. I'm poking my bottom finger. Now Linda's the camera person today. Linda, can you see this okay?
I'm seeing this really well.
Alright, so I've hit my bottom finger. I'm going to roll across it, bend over it, push the needle through, and then I can bring my fingers around and poke right back down through it. For those of you who've done any hand quilting, this is much like a hand quilting stitch. Sometimes you can get 2 or 3 stitches packed on your needle the same way I did just there. If your fabric is a little thicker or you're in some position on the shape where you can only comfortably take 1 stitch at a time, that's all you would do. So a running stitch is simple. Just keep it near the outer edge. What I like to do is try and match my stitch length with this space between the stitches, but you could vary that. You could do longer or shorter stitches and spaces. Okay, there's one other variation on this that I want to show you in this movie. Okay, now I'm going to try and move those basting threads out of the way, and I have another needle prepared to show you this stitch. Now this is a stitch that's going to be perpendicular to the chalk line, all the way down like that. I'm going to bring my needle up inside the edge of the applique to the depth that I want this stitch to be. I'm going to use my needle to turn that edge under, just like that. When you put the needle in, put it in right just shy of the edge of the fold. You don't want to put your needle in to the outside of the fold because then you get too loose a stitch. So you put your needle in right there. I'm bending over my bottom finger. Now I'm going to come up a little bit below this first stitch. Right there. I'm going to go in again near the fold and come up here. Now this is a stitch that you can have a lot of fun with. You can make your stitches long, then short, then long, then short. You can make them all long or all short. You could make them farther apart or less far apart. You put in the stitches that you need to get the look that you want. But what's really nice about this is it holds that edge neatly in place. It doesn't cause it to look bumpy or wiggly. It's nice and crisp, and it really, really works. So what we have been doing are combinations of both the perpendicular stitches and the running stitches in some of the newer applique that we've been doing, and we'll show you more of it on both the blog and on our website. So remember, this is the perle cotton, this is the 12 weight, no, I'm sorry, this is the 16 weight, and we also have a heavier 12 weight on the web. We hope you enjoy this. Thank you very much. Linda, do you have anything to add?
See you all another time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.